Hey y'all, I want to explain something for those who don't understand how maybe Cassie could stay with Diddy as long as she did, and if he was that abusive physically and mentally, why didn't she just leave? And so let me tell you, especially someone who's experienced a mini Diddy, okay, combined with my past relationships with two individuals, them two combined is a mini Diddy that I was in a relationship with. And it doesn't start off your first date, they abuse you, they hit you, because they don't have their hook in you yet. You could just leave. You're like, I'm not dealing with this, right? And so when you first get with someone who is an abuser, they are so sweet, attentive. They want to prove that they will be there for you, more so than with your family, and their actions will show that. Okay, they will allow you to put down your guard so then that you trust them, and they know all your deepest secrets. They get into your mental state, and you feel comfortable with sharing things, and they're like showing that there's no one else that's going to love you the way I love you, right? And so you get love bombed. You loved bomb. So then you prove like, okay, I'm down. And they prep you by telling you that, I'm going to need you to be there for me when this happens. This is between me and you. You're my rock, or whatever, information that they're telling you mentally. You're like, okay, so when this hard time happens, or they'll share something that's that they've been through that's sensitive for them, and you're the only one that knows. So when something happens, you feel like you need to show up and be supportive for them. Okay, so it doesn't happen instantly when you meet someone. You just got to recognize the flags. So, they may be showing you life in a whole new way that you never experienced, which is very intriguing. You may be going on trips. You may be experiencing different things that you haven't experienced before, and so it's exciting, and then they introduce the drugs to you, which is something where you feel like, oh, I trust this person, they won't let nothing happen to me. Oh, come on, it's just this is between me and you, let's just try it. They may, like my ex, pull up the research and show this is the side effects, it's not going to harm you, and it opens the door, right? And so when drugs come into the picture, and as you continually take them, it does change your mental state, right? And allows them to hook you a little bit more. They got their hook into you, right? And so if the first time they get loud, or they may throw their body around like they're about to hit you, but they didn't hit you, but it may come off slow. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And then they love bomb you. And it's a cycle. So you have this cycle that goes around where they're love bombing you. Oh, they're so perfect. And then all of a sudden you start seeing the jealousy, and then bam, incident will happen. And then they love bomb you, and then bam, incident will happen, right? And so by then you're emotionally already so attached. They're already separating you from your family and friends. So now you feel like you have no one. You start feeling trapped. They may start taking over your finances. Just think about when you're with somebody. You may be married and thinking about, oh, I want a divorce, and how it's not simple just to get up and leave, because all your finances are all tied in. Your car payment, your housing, your livelihood. Okay? And so you got to think about that as far as your livelihood. Not to mention, on top of that, you're thinking about people trying to harm you or your family, coming after you. You're looking behind your back thinking you're not safe. That's post-traumatic stress syndrome, and I've been through that, where even if you run away and you leave, you're still looking around your shoulder like it's something going to happen. They're calling you, they're trying to reach you, they're trying to send messages to you to say, I love you, I'm so sorry, I'm getting help and all that. And they make you feel bad because you already shared these things with them, so they know how to get to you mentally, emotionally, right? They already prepped you on how to act when you are with other people. And if you do speak about something to other people and they find out, then you go behind closed doors, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a situation, right? And that's another way of how they hook you. So when you're around other people, you're not speaking on what the real is, right? Because they already prepped you like, oh, with the smile, everything is fine, you know. But they got you. And if they hear something that came back around, or they want to know everything that you said, or you're not handling it in a certain way, you're not they take control over who you are to where you lose yourself, and it's hard for you to even think for yourself because you need approval from them. You need approval to be able to get these things because you don't want to have an issue when you get home. Your home is supposed to be where you're able to heal, safe, rejuvenate before going back out into the world, right? But when you go home and it's not that, right? And when it's not safe, you're tiptoeing around. You can't speak your mind, or it's going to be a problem. You're scared that your safety, you're going to get hit. The roles change. It's not like a partnership. It's more of, I wouldn't even say, maybe they want to belittle you. So maybe you might feel like it's your big brother or your parent or something, but their parent is beating you if you're not doing right. You're on punishment. They punish you. If you're not doing something right, you're on punishment. They're not talking to you. They cut off that love. And that love that they love bombed you with, you loved it so much, it's almost like a drug where you need it. And when they take that away, it's a punishment, and you want that. So then you want to do whatever to please them, to bring back in that love and attention and the funness and things that you were doing. And so I understand her wanting to, what am I trying to say? Have the FOs, to be able to spend that time with him, because that's the only time that she was able to get with him, to have that connection. Sometimes people will do drugs with a partner because that's the only way they feel that they're able to connect with their partner on a deeper level. That's the only way they're able to have communications and feel that love that they once left, because that love that they once felt is what I'm trying to say, is because when it's not there, they're often about doing whatever they're doing, and you're hurting inside because this is not what I imagined, and I knew this person could be this person because this is what they showed me when we were dating in the beginning, or when our first relationship come back. So I know that's inside, and you're hanging on, waiting for that to return. But that was a mask that they shown you, and it just keeps getting worse as time goes on. And you have to come to realize at some point, this is who they are. This person that they showed me in the beginning is not there anymore. And that's the person I fell in love with. This person that they're showing me now is who they are. And is this the relationship I want to be in? Is this the person I want to be in? Is this the person I want to have kids with? You know? And I'm just basing it on like kind of my experience and the trauma, and how I never thought that I would be in a situation like that. But you look up and you're like, how did I even get here? And you got to understand it's a slow process on how they hook you to where you feel stuck. You feel stuck. And it's not a good feeling. And to go into court, it shows how strong she is, because he broke her down. She had to she's still regaining who she is and refining herself and healing and things, and sit in the court and have him look at her and try to intimidate her. It's not easy. So put yourself and try to put yourself in that person's shoes and have compassion. If you're not if you never dealt with anything like that, that's a blessing. If you are in that situation, take little steps. How I got out of it, both situations, is taking little steps each day to find my happiness. But when I noticed in both my situations, when you start building up your strength, your happiness, and not tripping on them anymore, not giving them that attention, they really come hard on you. They really they're knowing they're losing their grip on you. So we could go on that longer if anybody wants to know about the things of what I did to break out of that. But just pray for them, people. Try to look for help. Try to talk to someone, because they make you feel like you're going crazy. Like, is it just me? Am I going crazy? Maybe it's my fault. Maybe if I didn't say it in that tone, oh, I shouldn't talk, and they shut you down. It's not easy, everyone, to just walk away from that, because you really do love this person, even though they hurt you. And you love who you fell in love with back then, and it's hard to change your perception that is not who they are. That was just a mask, and you feel trapped. So kudos to Cassie for getting out of that situation and being able to stand up and face her abuser in that way. It is not easy, you guys. It's really not easy. And there's a lot of people that are experiencing that. And so just try to be there. Even though if you are a friend of someone and they're talking to you and you're like, why don't they just leave? I'm so tired of hearing them saying they're going to leave, but then they go back. Notice that it's a mental thing too. It's an emotional attachment. And so they will leave when they're ready. That's just the steps. It's not a one-time thing. I'm out, because a lot of times you go back. And just have an open ear, compassion, and just let them know whatever they decide, you're there to help them. And maybe ways on how they can escape, setting up ways for them to escape safely without the abuser knowing. They'll go crazy if they know they're losing you. And anyway, I just had that in my mind. It's definitely bringing up things for me, which I know I'm not the only one. And so this is why I wanted to make this video regarding that. I may make some more as this case goes on, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. And take care of your loved ones, and know that you don't really know what people are going through behind closed doors, or what's being said and what's happening. So let's everyone just show compassion, empathy, and try to support in however you can when someone is hurting like that on the inside.